investigation techniques that we were using?
So one technique that, you know, we came into this as just a hobby, and we're just throwing around stuff that we've read about in books, stuff that we've seen on TV shows to see that works. One thing that we do know for sure is we always pray. We're Christians and we're firm believers, and God has all the power over everything, and we just pray for Him to watch over us. And so we start every investigation by saying a quick prayer for that, and then we start our investigation. And one thing that we found interesting and that we're going to use from now on is we like to go into a place to investigate and ask a whole bunch of questions, open all the cupboards, all the doors and everything, and then after we set up all the cameras, after we ask all the questions, all that good stuff, we leave. Because maybe the spirit in the house is shy or does not want to contact us personally, and when we're gone, they have every opportunity to do that. So that's when, especially during this investigation, we've caught everything. Pretty much is right when we left. It's like we'll leave for 30, 45 minutes, and then it just seems like this house opens up and we catch things.
We'll leave video going, cameras in several areas.
Yeah.
We'll leave the recorders, and Carl has access to a very sensitive microphone that we've been using.
Yes.
And caught a lot of the EVP, I think, using that sensitive microphone.
Yes. And then after we're done with the case for the night, then normally I bring it home into my computer and I, you know, go over everything. Larry goes over everything at his house, and we kind of bring everything together, and then I'll put it up on YouTube for you guys to see.
And one of the things that we've really appreciated is getting a lot of feedback where you guys will actually start tearing the EVPs and the videos apart, looking at them very closely. And that's been very helpful to us because we're new to doing this, and your input has been invaluable to us in helping to teach us and learning, and we just really, really appreciate you guys' help and input on this.
We do have a couple of questions from I think it's a Chris Smith. Am I right?
Yes, Chris Smith. Our first question is, how many spirits did you feel present during your investigations? Personally, I think we know that there's at least 2, and we've probably 3 that are involved here. One we believe is a little girl.
Yes.
We've got multiple EVPs of her voice. We do have some of kind of an adult male voice, I think. Did any seem to be trapped? We had another team tear the EVP apart, and tear an EVP apart that we had posted, and it said the EVP basically had alluded to 2 people being trapped and couldn't be freed. Here again, I wonder if they're just doing with your... Can you affect both of these temperature? Did we form a circle to try to pray for the work with any souls that are willing to move on? We haven't at this point. We have another team member who seems to be very sensitive psychically to these things, and she's going to be coming, I think, the 9th next Saturday, and we will be doing that at this point, praying for them and having her input on what's going on here as well will be interesting.
Yeah, if we catch anything, we will definitely show you guys. If we don't catch anything, then there's really no need to show you because we didn't catch anything.
And It says, was Carl's son Philip here during the investigation? It was not here during the investigation, but he did live in this house for a period of maybe 2 months, 8 weeks. So we believe that that's where the spirit got his name. And as far as the history of the house, we've lived in the house for 28 years. Never really had any kind of incidents. The wife's heard some strange noises, caught things out of the corners of her eye, that type of thing, but it's the same type of thing. You think it's just the settling of a house. You never really think much about it when it's happening. What brought us to the investigation? Really, we had, as a hobby, had gotten interested in it. We had gotten some basic tools, and we were selling this house, living in another house. So while it was empty, we figured out this would be a good place to come over and test the tools and some investigation techniques. As we were testing the things, we started getting far more responses than we ever expected. And that's when we went ahead and came back a couple of times and started looking at some data that we gathered on the house. It wasn't previously haunted or anything like that. It was just an area that we could kind of begin our investigation techniques and skills and try to hone them. What has been occurring here? I think we really already covered that. There had been nothing up to the point of us really starting to pay attention to what was going on here. I think when we're living here, it just there just wasn't that much going on, or life forces kind of where you just don't notice things. But like I said, we've definitely gotten some interesting results on the 3 or 4 nights that we've investigated here. I think that really concludes the question.
Yeah.
Type of noise or something to let us know that you're there? We can see you coming close to us, but is there any way that you can manifest physically where we might be able to better identify or communicate with you?
My meter. Don't be scared of this meter. It's just going to let us know that you're present.
I've never seen them both light like that.
Wow.
The one's negative, the other's positive. How's that even possible?
I don't know.
I'm serious. How do you...
Thank you. Okay. What?
That was very impressive.
Because that all led up to what happened to her. And this just happened on the same day. He kidnapped her, he took her. It was somebody that she knew in the family. And he hurt her. He hurt her bad. And it's just time for you to go now. Do you understand that? Are you ready to go now? Are you ready, Sam? You will still have a connection to everyone. Can you make that go fast if you understand completely? Great, that's wonderful, Sam.